What is up, everybody? 412 Sports Cards here today, back with another video. And today we're talking about a different topic, the freedom in selling cards before you buy cards. So I think it'd be pretty common to say that most of us like to shop on eBay. We've got our collection box, it's sitting around, it's hanging out, but we like to shop on eBay still. And we don't necessarily have a ton of free cash on hand, but we got cards. And we see a card on eBay. We see an auction. We win the auction. We hit the buy it now. It's time to pay. We take the money. We take some money that's not specifically allocated to cards. We pay for it. And then we dig. Okay, some cards got to go. What cards are getting sold? How are we paying for this? This is a typical way that most of us have operated. For example, some recent pickups like I made. And take, for example, this Brady Quinn game used jersey auto. That is how I operated, right? Wasn't planning on buying it, saw it come up in a group chat. Yeah, I'll take it. Okay, time to sell now. What are we going to sell to pay for it? But some of the joy of the pickup of a card like this is kind of sapped by the fact that I had to go dig around and I had to sell. What if we could detach the pain of selling cards from the pure enjoyment of receiving a mail day, right? It was so fun to buy this card, so fun to get it in the mail. I really like having it in person. It's pretty fun. But what if we could just strip away all the painful experience of it? Well, that's what can happen if you sell before you buy cards. If I had sold cards to have cash on hand for opportunities in advance. And I think that this is pretty difficult for a lot of us to stomach, right? Like, we spent a long time curating this collection. Well, why would I, let's look through his pile of cards here, right? Like, I don't know, why would I want to sell my Joe Alt Aspirations out of 24, my Jaren Jackson Pink Ice rookie? Why would I want to sell these when I haven't necessarily even found a card that I want to replace them with? That's a foreign concept to so many of us as card collectors, right? Because we always, as collectors, we want the cards. Like, we want the maximum amount of cool collection that we can have, right? Whether it be maximum number of cards or just the maximum coolness of your collection. We want all of these cards. We don't want the cash. But I think selling a card before you have a replacement inbound is well worth it. There's no reason we need to be at our absolute limit of our card budget at all times. In like real life, there's some benefits to having flexibility in the financial arena. Regarding selling, we know we want to buy cards, so it's not an issue if we purge a little bit ahead of time, right? If I go through my collection, I'm like, what's at the bottom? It's this guy. Well, we buy cards and we sell cards all the time. If I already know a card's at the bottom of my collection, there's nothing really wrong with selling it ahead of time. And, quite honestly, if I really like this Joe Alt card, like, I enjoy this card, but I'm not saying it is, right? Just a recent pickup. It's in the stack of cards on my desk. Good to use for this example. What if I'm like, this is the least favorite card in my PC? Guess what's going to happen when I buy a card on eBay next? Going up for sale. So why not just take the proactive step, get in front of it, sell? That's what I've actually done in the past couple weeks. Sold proactively. And let me tell you guys, well worth it. It enabled me to make a pickup of something that I wouldn't normally pick up, but I had cash on hand, and it's something I would imagine that if I would have picked up beforehand and then I had to go sell, I would have been pretty sad. But because I'd already sold the bottom of my collection, I was able to pick it up and I was pretty happy. Kenny Pickett, Gold Mosaic Rookie. It's actually looking pretty nice in this light. Crazy shine on that gold. True Gold Mosaic, 1 of 10. Yes, it's Kenny Pickett. Yes, he was a bust. Still a cool part of Steelers lore. Gold Mosaic, color match. A true gold base rookie from, I don't know, I think you could argue Mosaic is ahead of a lot of the select parallels, like probably after Optic and Prism, in my opinion, in terms of base golds that you'd want. Really cool card. Loved picking it up, and it was so fun to have that cash in my bank account to buy it and not have to worry about going to sell cards. A wonderful, wonderful example. There's also the hybrid situation where like you might have cards specifically earmarked ahead of time that need to go, that are relatively liquid, easy to move. I kind of just did this actually when I sold a big Crosby Mega Patch. It's been at the bottom of the collection for a while. I didn't want to sell it for reasons I've already mentioned in this video, but I got out there on the road and I found something I really wanted. It was these, you can see it in the small video, team issued cleats from the 2018 Shamrock Series. Notre Dame 36, Syracuse University 3, a little fuzzy. Team issued cleats signed by Ian Book, ND's winningest QB. These are awesome. Super cool team issued cleats signed by my favorite Notre Dame quarterback. And I had already earmarked a card to sell for them. So it wasn't like I had to go through this painful, sad process after I brought those home. Awesome. Just a great kind of hack. I've turned over a new leaf. Maybe you guys want to as well. Anyways, this is all I have for you today. I'll catch y'all next time. See ya.